whoever executes, or at least whoever goes in first, it's just a very different composition. Because SBTC wants to go in first. They want to be more proactive compared to Cerberus. Cerberus can just be pretty reactive on whatever SBTC puts up in their plate. And if they play on that, it kind of goes onto an equalizer in where you don't really know. And as you said, the equalizer, as you said, it all comes down to how they execute this game. So right now, we're seeing both of our junglers on opposite sides of the map. If ever they're going to be going onto the bot side first for both of them, it would be good, because at least we could take off the stability that we would have for the top laners for Pun and to Emperor onto the top side, because they're both tanks.
Yeah, definitely want to run out these gonna be a different side red buff start for both of these junglers, which means that there should be it could be a little bit interesting. They have different paths opening up to them. TNK has a very strong early gank potential with that stun, so might look to try and make something happen earlier on than the Wukong, but does also feel quite happy just being able to farm through it. It's a little bit faster in his clear, so can just run up, make pretty much a full clear option go on through, and then try and force a gank early. Right now, good lane pressure coming out from this Braum and Zeri combo. The range, just doing a little bit extra. Braum's level 1 is, of course, absolutely cracked. Just insane. Yep. So Leona's going to have to sit back and wait for level 2 before she really starts to exert enough pressure in this lane to bring it back into the favor of this Sivir.
I like that we don't really have a big kill potential on the bottom side unless Hiob would be able to hit that. There you go. Bot side, they're going to go in. Boomerang hits, and the damage to Pallet, the reaction right there was pretty good. They popped the Ignite, and that is going to be the fight there. Onto the bot lane, unless... Okay, I thought that Ultra Shock Laser would be able to hit, but still they want to get in again at the bot lane. Maybe later on.
Yeah, 2 Summoner Spells blown. That is Cleanse forced from Artemis, Ignite going down from Huber. So 2-for-1 trade, but it's actually just still a huge win for the side of Cerberus. And that is the rune choice coming in the clutch. Palette does not have the Eclipse yet, is not tanky at all, whereas Guardian, more than enough for Huber to just stand there and take it all.
Oh.
And they are still so healthy, and Palette just has nothing. He's chewed through all his pots right now, but he's still on absolutely no health. This dive is very easy.
Hey, there you go. They're gonna go for a dive. Palette is now low on HP. They went in for the stun, but they're not gonna be able to get the kill, but the tower is just too strong, making it a 2-for-1 in the bot side.
Yeah, it's 2-for-1 and a plate, and yeah, rune diff. Glacial Fissure on Leona is fairly okay come level 3 and onwards, but trying to take that level 2 trade, you will pretty much always lose it out unless you can lock down that first kill. And they didn't, so just Palette has no health. Celebrity does his absolute best to try and get something back. He gets a kill back, but it's not really worth it. 2 kills in the plate. Artemis is more than happy.
Yeah, do you want to dive into top lane? Pun is going to be here. Dangerous. They do have a flash onto Pun, so if ever they need to, they can and will be able to make use of it. The knock-up is there, but Pun flashes away. They still have enough mana to go for this. Last spear takes him off. That makes it an equalizer. Now we're on a 2-2.
It was a little bit dangerous because they hadn't fully popped the passive for Sejuani, so had those extra stats to. That's why the dive sort of had to take 2 goes. But in the end, it's a kill. This doesn't get traded back, so SBTC feeling quite happy, more than comfortable with that. Crashing a wave as well. And a bit of a roam from Huber just results in a little bit of nothing, and Palette is comfortable to just sort of try and build up an experience lead. Try and get a level 4, try and get some extra pressure down into this lane. Yeah. Because right now, it's a little bit rough.
Yeah. I thought that they're gonna go in onto Artemis after they saw Yuba onto the top side of the map, but because they knew that Celebrity doesn't really have that big kill potential at this point in the game, they're just playing it safe onto the bottom lane. So we can definitely say that Artemis still has an advantage on this lane, but okay. Mid lane, I thought they would be able to take out each other, but still don't have damage, as we said. So it maybe is going to be taking a longer time for them to have this kill potential onto the other lanes.
Right now, Yado is kind of winning the trades out, has a actual damage built up with the Dark Seal plus the Amp Tome compared to just a tier. But Dia didn't have to blow a teleport, can just use that passive, has that unsealed spellbook, feels quite happy with it. So just small trades right now, and overall we're just looking for advantages, and right now it really only belongs to DNK, getting that full Iron Spike Whip to the Sheen, and just wants to sort of keep running around, clearing up fast as he can, outpace the Wukong, try and make some more interactions happen within his lanes, get them rolling so they can carry him through the late game.
Yep. If they get to level 6, ZNK and Dia 1. Dia 1 is now level 6, so they have the ultimates on their hands. That is when everything starts for SBTC. So they're just waiting to get that Starfall. If ever they get that Starfall after this last wave onto the top side, that is when they dive Pun. Even if Pun is very tanky, they can go for a dive whenever they want to, because the timing could have been more perfect if, yeah, there you go. There's the TP from Dia 1. So I'm really looking forward in how they're going to be ganking onto the top side, or maybe get something onto the red buff here. That's what they're looking forward to.
Just trying to build it up a little bit. They need that level 6 for the Avengers to really come online. Get these superheroes diving in at the same time and responding to the call. But Paulette will be there trying to lead the charge as well, moving around the map very early, very quickly. They're going to secure this Rift Scuttler, and maybe they want to turn it to a dragon. They have the opportunity.
Yeah,
they don't know
they can take the Drake,
but they can.
Yeah, if they want to start this could be the time, because right now the mid lane is pushing in favor of Yado, and also the bot lane, Artemis, is the only person there. After they shove this wave, this could be a chance for them to take the Drake, but because TNK is still not level 6, they can't go for it, because they're kind of being conservative about it, because they don't want to take any risk right now. But now, with the Starfall, this makes it easier.
Yeah, Dragon's just too strong right now. Cloud Drake puts out a lot of damage. It's still really early on. You don't actually know where Drakthar was. We knew he was top side and they had the opportunity. They didn't. They're playing it a lot more safer. Completely understandable. Drake's getting pushed back a little bit. Not likely to see much action. But of course, level 6 on DNK. Everyone backs and everyone runs straight to top side because they want this Rift out.
Yeah, they got the Rift Herald, so if ever this Rift Herald, okay, they're all pinging onto the Rift Herald, so they're all rotating to get that first Rift Herald against each other, because if ever, right now, this is the biggest fight that we've been waiting for. Right now, everybody has their ultimate except for both of the supports, so they're gonna be losing a bit on that peel or that engage potential, so they need to be careful before they start this.
And right now, I always say this, I want my supports before the fight to sort of lurk in the mid lane, try and get your ultimate ahead of the other player, and that way you'll have a massive advantage in these team fights. But right now, SBTC, they've just been choked out of the pit, they've been choked out of the vision, they were looking for a play.
Oh,
Cerberus overcommits.
Okay, they get the stun onto Emperor. They have the ultimate right there. The Horn of the Forge God isn't even able to get anything more, so now makes it with a man advantage. Are they going to be risking this, though? They lost their CC. Yes, they used some ultimates, but there you go. Shadow Surge, are they going to go in? Yes, Paulette flashes in. That's going to be the shield vault right there. They don't have enough damage. This is not going to be good. CES is taking the win on that fight, making this a 2-4-0 and a Rift Herald together with it.
Yeah, absolutely nonsense play coming out from SBTC there. They did not set up battle lines at all. They tried to go for a pick, but Cerberus had good vision around most of the entrances. They could pretty much guess where SBTC were going to go, so that results in nothing. Tier 1 can maybe just delay some backs here and be a bit of a nuisance. He's not even going to do that. And yeah, hold on. Okay, Avengers.
Horn of the Forge, good. Right there, Drakthar is now speared down. They just got a kill out of that, but still not as big as what the Rift Herald in 2 kills is for CES.
Oh, for sure. They had a really good angle. They picked Pun off. The CC from the Sejuani able to set that up, and the Zeri over the wall to collect it. But then, yeah, but this is all after Cerberus had lost complete control over the river. Dia 1 tries to respond to the top lane in a completely unreasonable attempt. Celebrity runs the complete wrong direction and does not contribute a single auto attack to the fight. and like he's not there at a great angle, so there's a good chance that if they kill Deal1, they can peel off and turn on him if he sticks around. But I don't know, it just felt they had really bad battle lines. Eating that Shadow Surge from DNK was just kind of put himself in a really bad position and made it even worse for Celebrity. So just the team fights, the battle lines not drawn at all for SBTC, and now Cerberus feeling really comfortable and can just sort of take the fight wherever they want.
They're losing on these early fights for Cerberus Esports because right now, because of that win and also the Kraken Slayer being built by Artemis, this could start out every fight better for them, because honestly, with the amount of damage and the amount of sustain that they do have for the team, with the safety also from Huba, they can start this Cloud Drake right now. Because with these items, yes, TNK would have damage, but not enough to shut down Zeri at this point in the game.
Oh yeah, there's not enough going on for SBTC right now. They need to really find a good pick, link up the Leona with the Pantheon so there's enough CC in a row. But the cleanse makes that a little bit harder. Can they get onto Yado? Doesn't seem likely with that fear built up. So just going to try and muscle their way in to position. It's not going to amount to too much more than a little bit of extra vision, but SBTC, they have very strong early game pick, but they cannot find the angle to use it. And Cerberus, they're putting together good. They're warding out very nicely. They have good control over a lot of the river entrances, so they can spot DNK most of the time, if not predict where he's going to be. So right now, it's a bit of a lapse of judgment of what I just said, because Pun is in a dangerous position.
Oh, Ornith the Forge God, Weaver's Wall, and I think Pun is just gonna be dying for free here. That he used all of his skills already, so that's gonna be an easy kill for SBTC.
Yeah, and I mean, Sejuani is an absolute menace of a tank.
There you go. Bot lane, lightning crash, and damage is just too much. Celebrity might not be able to survive. That flash was great, but there you go. The Zenith Blade onto the Solar Flare. Is that enough damage? No, it's not in tower range. So that is just gonna be Palette, gonna be falling down without any trades. 3 people are here. Shadow Surge wasn't able to hit. Is he gonna be able to do anything? I really believe not, but this Repelled is going to be doing a lot of things. He's just going to be a free kill for the team together with the tower, because nobody is reacting to this tower pushing the bot lane.
No, there's nothing they can react with. Dio1 didn't have his ultimate. DNK was too far away, stuck on this top side, trying to get plates. And Emperor just comes in, donates another kill, doesn't have a Call the Forge God to clear a wave. Can't even really get close to the tower to threaten the knockups and keep people trapped. The juggling is just too easy because Drakthar's still on full health. The dive's just too easy. It's too easy of a setup for a Cerberus, and despite this massive global advantage that SBTC is meant to have, close on Palette, but did not interrupt, did not find it.
Yeah,
great timing though. This advantage is just these global advantages, they're just not able to make the plays. They are still playing very reactively.
Yeah, we're really expecting them to have this early game advantage just because of the presence of their ultimates. Yes, the Weaver's Wall and also the Grand Starfall, but we're not seeing it. We're not seeing anything out of them, and this might be the reason why they're going to be losing much more in the objectives, because look at that. They're pinging on the Cloud Drake right now, and I really feel like what you said a while ago, Emperor not playing a Bruiser is a big loss of opportunity, and he's getting punished for it.
Yeah, he's played this on a couple times now, but he hasn't looked really up to snuff on it. And the team just feels a little bit worse with that champion in the top side. And it comes down to something I've been saying about SBTC a little bit throughout the split, and that is they are 5 absolutely fantastic players, but hold that.
Oh, there you go. Zenith Blade Lightning Crash is being used, but there you go. The shield comes out, but the Grand Starfall is there to help with the damage. Are they going to be able to do anything more? But yeah, that's good enough. They got 1 kill.
Yeah, that's enough. And SBTC, again, 5 really good players, but their team coordination is a little bit lacking. They commit everything to pick up 1 kill on the bot side. It might have been able to go for more if the stun from DNK had been directed towards Huber, but as it is, it's just a little bit of everything. Emperor needs to really try and stick in this top lane, steal as much experience as he can, and put it all together. I mean, Yulway gets really mad about this. I kind of have resigned myself to the fact it's never going to happen, but unless you're actually fighting over an objective, and or handing off a or an upgrade, you should not be grouping up with your team until like a level 15ish,
Yeah.
because you need that experience. You need that free gold value, those free stats on your team, because they level up. They don't only just level up your team, they level up you so much. You're kind of gated. The Ornn is a little bit balanced around these items, because when he hands them out, he gets so much. He gets bonuses himself, as well as what he gives to his friends. And just here, too much CC for Artemis to deal with. Call the Forge God will get blocked by the Braum, and that's as much as you can hope for. And then here, DNK tries to go onto Drakthar. I think if they'd made the call immediately, land and then go onto Hubert, they could have turned it to 2, but they're happy with just 1.
Yeah, I could have seen that going in a way better for SBTC, because yes, they grouped up onto mid. I was expecting them to push a tower at least, just for them to get something more an objective out of them grouping up. But because they just backed away, wanted to get some kills, try to cut their losses. Weaver's Wall is there. The flash comes in for Pun. Now he's definitely safe. He got the tower in the top lane, and CES is just looking like they're the ones in control. They're the ones taking objectives. Rip Herald. Okay, I thought they're gonna put that on the top side, but no.
So did I. But look at this pressure in mid lane coming out of Zeri. They can rotate this down easily, and okay, they're not even gonna do that. They're just not gonna rift out. Come on, it's fine. It's fine. They don't need it. They can save it for later. It's still got a little bit of time left. But yeah, across the map, everything falling to Cerberus.
I really think that CES, even with the amount of pressure that they're dealing against CES, it's looking like they're the ones really in control, because right now SBTC playing pretty reactive even with their ultimates off. Yes, a while ago they tried to go for the bot lane, they tried to get the kill onto Pun, but there's really big arrays of targets that they can go for. They can go for Yado, which is pretty much an easier target if ever they want to shut someone down, and with this shutdown gold it would be much more significant for them to take down Yado. But now they're really grouping up. Like what you said, it's not really good right now, but they're doing it. SBTC maybe is at a loss right now.
Yeah, like Yado is definitely, like, Yado's a little bit of a pain to dive with if the fear is built up, and she can reactivate, activate that W, that personal space. But you have the damage to just cut through her. It's gonna be harder in a little bit when she finishes that Zhonya's Hourglass. And then you're gonna really run out of targets. Your only option is going to be commit everything to killing Artemis again and again. And it's definitely more doable, because Artemis has built the Kraken Slayer, so you don't have to contend with super tanky, absolutely nonsense Zeri that we have in the past.
Yeah.
But the Kraken Slayer Runans is a bit of an interesting build compared to your more standard build of your more standard tank, quote unquote tankier build of the Immortal Shield by Phantom Dancer.
And what they're looking for here, I think, the reason why Artemis is just going for that is that they have a lot of melee champions anyway. They want to dive anyway on the side of SBTC, so just to make sure that Artemis could just capitalize on that more. So that's why they went for it. Referred onto the mid lane. It's really looking like CES just knows what to do every time, and they group up whenever they're needed, and not as much as what SBTC is right now. As you said, they're so reactive on what's happening, and it's not looking good for them.
I mean, we're sending Gear 1 completely to the top wave to count upon, and I understand on the one hand you want gold onto your mid lane, you want as much damage as you can possibly get, but as a result you're having to send Emperor to group up. DNK is looking for weird angles to flank in. He's trying to stay close to Tier 1 so he can link up with them if Pun steps too far, trying to get the kill there. Still has the ultimate to react, but as it is, it just means you're stuck in a 3v4 in the mid lane and you just lose all pressure.
Yeah, and losing a lot of these towers is not really good too for SBTC. The only people who could really farm out whenever it comes down to this, you don't really have big towers. Daiwan and Celebrity would be able to farm pretty easily, but what about the other members? How are they going to get their levels, and how are they going to be contesting their objectives? So right now, is supposed to be the time that they should contest something. This is the time that they need to at least take one tower down. Top lane is down, yes, but mid lane is a much more crucial tower to take down. And SBTC, it's a good thing that they have the memo and they want to risk taking a fight here.
They're trying for something.
Oh, they lose everything. Oh no, they lost all their ultimates now because of it. Now, with this makes it easy for CES to take a fight if ever they want to, because that's 3 ultimates down on the hands of SBTC. So this is an easy push, or if ever they want to go for Baron, they know that SBTC doesn't have any ultimates.
Yeah, Cerberus, like they can try and stop Baron and try and bait the fight out of that, but hold on.
That's not going to be good. They have the Shadow Surge if ever they need to, but they're not risking anything. They're not taking any risk for that. They know that they can take the Baron, but SBTC has caught the memo. They have 3 ultimates down, so if ever, they are just going to be pulling out all this ultimates onto one person. They just need to be careful about DNK. Because he has the flash, TPs are coming in. They're losing a lot of HP. They're going to go in. Cyclone onto the back line. This is going to go good for the back line. Cyclone push back. Jaktar now low in HP, but Pun is going to be able to kill onto Dia 1. But look at the other side. Artemis is just crazy. He's just killing everyone. He's just following it up. Not even afraid of that Pantheon. He wants to go in. There you go. The healing is there, but Traktar falls onto this other one. Artemis is just going to finish up onto the other side, but 3 people are here. Celebrity has been feared and is gonna fall. That's gonna be an ace right here for the side of CES, and now they follow through with this Baron take.
Yeah, easy pickup, and the fight once again, SBTC just having absolutely no setup, no control. They are not fighting in a direction they want to, and it's gonna be easy picking up from there, and from here you'll pretty comfortably ahead. Cerberus could just group up as 5 permanently in Death Ball. And here it's like the front line goes all in on the backside. This is great. Paulette dives in to try and do something, but DNK is just out of this fight. There is nothing they can do. The rest of the fight tries to happen. Emperor and Celebrity try to catch up, but the Boomerang Blade is blocked by Huber. Yado with a great re-engage with the Flash Fear, and it's just too much done. Artemis is left alone, dealing with Paulette by himself, then DNK by himself, and in the 1v1s, he's just too strong. You can't touch him.
Yeah, I'm really afraid that right now it's looking like CES knows how to play the front to back, because if ever BTC plays the same thing, if they play front to back, but because of that formation that they had during that fight onto Baron, that's the reason why they lost. It's because Celebrity can't hit. He's not in a very comfortable position to do anything, and that's why their damage potential, or at least their DPS, just dwindled down so badly. And now, because of this opportunity, they have the Baron, 5 people are in the mid lane, they can go for a fight, but what they don't know, everybody's at the backside. Horn of the Forge God was able to hit onto 3. They're trapped right here. This is gonna be good. So yes, they lost their ADC. This is a chance for SBTC to take them down. 3 people are down. Yado is running away. The fear is there, but Celebrity is just too fast. Shadow Surge comes in, gets the kill onto 1. He has 1 more, but 4 people have been killed by SBTC together with the shutdown gold in the Baron, and that just takes off that advantage from CES a while ago.
They completely turn around. They find the angle for a fight they actually want to take. Unfortunately for them, there's no objective. There's nothing they can really convert this into. No gold, no dragon. But gold back is good. Oh, Traktar.
Cyclone, the damage from Traktar is just enough. Would he be able to get the kill onto Dia 1? The flash is there. DNK is just surviving for so long. But Traktar can just run away, spear onto the face, and Traktar falls. That's an unofficial ace for SBTC.
Oh, good lord. The teleport's coming in. Pun once more.
Pun?
It's not going to stop. The back does complete.
No.
But, oh, good lord.
They have 1 more TP, so Yado doesn't have the Shadow Surge, but might be able to just follow through onto Dia 1. You know, it's a Talia. You won't be able to chase the Talia. Talia is so fast, but they still want to take the risk, take 1 down, then maybe take the Infernal Drake after this. They're being the distraction that they need to be until Draktar comes in. It's taking a long time. That Glacial Prison, even if it doesn't hit, it would be able to take Zaya 1 down. So now Infernal Drake is being started. DNK is up. It's a good thing that SBTC caught up with their plans and they want to take the risk on taking this. It's a 2v3. Make that a 4v2. So this is going to be a good fight for SBTC. Infernal Drake would just be denied and that's just going to be them taking it. Glacial Fissure would be able to hit onto 2. They want to get onto the backline. DNK with a solar flare onto 2. Would DNK take the kill? Yes, he was able to. And that's going to be it. They're going to follow up. They're going to turn things around. Horde of the Forge God is there, but Huber would be able to stop the CC from coming out. Celebrity can't even hit anyone. This is not a good position to be in. Even if they're just tanks right here, Draktar would have enough damage to take them down.
Here.
And this is going to be it. Shadow Surge is up. Emperor has been feared. They want to go for more. Emperor is just going to get cycloned up in the air, and they don't have any more damage to just finish this up. That's going to be Draktar in front of everyone. Celebrity, oh no, that's just super low in HP. Together with the stun onto Dia 1. Are they going to be able to get the kill? Yes, they would. Dia 1 is turning things around. The damage is just enough. Would they be able to? Yes, they would. And that's going to be a 3-4-3 SBTC, making it work even for just a bit.
Yeah, the absolute hero on the back end there. Those seismic shoves bringing it together. The fight started to fall apart, but two crucial things coming out from the mid jungle. DNK buying time for his team and trading off 1-for-1 with Artemis. We're going to see here, it starts off so badly because Cerberus got the drop. They have everything going, but DNK is able to kill Artemis here. This cuts down a lot of what Cerberus can bring because right now they're just mostly fighting with tanks. Celebrity still can't quite cut through Pun just yet, does not have that armor penetration built up. And then from here, the range playing at a little bit of a disadvantage. Yado comes for a big flank. Once again, Paulette tries to sacrifice by enough time, but with that Shadow Surge hitting, it's all good. He's able to run it through. And then the 4v2, DO1 comes up massive here because Celebrity gets kind of removed from the fight, and it's just a great Unraveled Earth, a great Seismic Shove to bring them back towards the tower range, and then just enough damage with the Leandries to finish off Yado. So small things. The fight just sort of swung immediately back to Cerberus, and yeah, just two small things. DO1 not having enough damage. If Artemis survives that encounter with DNK, it's an easy wipe. Skin of their teeth, but SBTC hold on to it, and it keeps them pretty comfortably in the game. And now Emperor's slowly building up at level 14 already, but now he's kind of caught out. He needs to get away, get some more damage onto DO1 with that upgrade. And I think that will start to make SBTC feel a little bit more comfortable. Because you look at the gold lead, it's 5k, but with those Ornn items, about a k each, it's basically evened out. And that can just continue for free if Emperor actually goes to a side lane and picks up farm.
Yeah. And I'm really afraid about how they're going to go forward with this. Because honestly, with how SBTC is looking right now, a while ago during that last fight, they needed to go for a front to back. And when that happened, Dia 1 and Celebrity were in comfortable positions to take fights, to take damage against them. And right now with the Lord Dominix, it makes it easier for Celebrity to shred down this front line. And if it's a front to back, that is when Sivir shines the most. So that is why they need to make sure that Celebrity is kept in check if CES wants to keep this advantage in their favor. They're threatening the Baron. So this is a good stance for CES to be in, because if ever they break the formation, the disassembly of SBTC would be the reason why they would be able to win this fight.
We're just mostly checking on Huber and his shield usage, because you're stuck in a little bit of catch-22 with Braun. Hold that. Pantheon ultimate. Where did that go? Just on the top side of Baron.
Oh, onto Yado. I thought, okay, that's why. They just thought that they would be able to at least predict where Yado was during that time, but if that was timed right, could have been a great play.
Could have been. Unfortunately, it sort of fell apart. It's not the most. It's not the end of the world in terms of ultimates. It's not going to really win you. It's not one of those ones that really wins you a team fight, but just a bit of an interesting one. But all in all, SBTC, they're getting closer and closer to rounding out to coming online. They've got the
Getting scared.
upgraded Leandres for DO1. They can control these. If they can actually get in and control a river right now, objectives are split across the map. So SPTs don't want to commit too hard to Herald just in case. Oh, DNK may be in an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm getting scared.
Yeah. I'm just watching here because you have the unfortunate thing of, do you want to stop the Ornn ultimate at the start and deny the brittle procs being dropped on top of your team, or do you want to run it frontwards?
Okay.
Pun misses.
Yeah.
Because if you throw it forwards, block the actual return knock up, you can do a little bit more defense in regards of blocking the ricochets, trying to cut those off before they wreak havoc on the team. So a bit of a catch-22 there. I'm interested to see how Huber plays it out. If it's just a full-on engage like this.
Oh, there you go. The Weaver's Wall. They divide the fight. This is what they needed to do. But SBTC, DNK is so aggressive. And the Cyclone, they're just together in front of each other. And that's why they were able to get the Horn of the Forge God. But SBTC, look at Celebrity. Celebrity is doing so much damage during this team fight. They're looking pretty great. And they are just wreaking havoc against CES. Because SBTC, they divided the fight exactly how they wanted it to be. And they lost both of their junglers.
1 for 1, both junglers dead. Everyone has to back off with blinking health bars. Everyone except DO1. So this is a very bold call. They're going in with the Emperor Teleport. They want to start this up. DNK will be up before Drakthar, so this is just a little bit faster. They're probably... Okay, no, so Zeri's back on Dragon, so they know that this is going to be happening, because that would have been the most obvious objective, but here we are. Baron for SE, Dragon, Cerberus taking it to Soul Point. Now SBT has to make this Baron worth it, because in 5 minutes, we're going to have the fight that Cerberus could just end up winning off a Smite Steal.
Okay, that's big. That's big. That win from SBTC was big because they got the Baron, got Better Girl. They can take 3 towers down with this if ever they know how to make use of it. And I really love the way that they use the Weaver's Wall to the Grand Starfall every time that they start to fight. Because even though if DNK falls down, right now, I can really see that what they want with DNK is just a Grand Starfall / Shield Vault bot right now. Because that's exactly what happens when it comes to the Pantheon. But at least the distraction that they make is enough for CES to not be able to follow up with all their combos.
Yeah, right now you're seeing Celebrity is going to be doing a little bit more against the front line than what Artemis is. The Blade of the Rune King is great for sure against the big stacking health, but with Frozen Heart, Bambi's sorry, not Bambi's. What the hell was that? The Bramblethorn, the Bristle Fest thing.
Yep.
It all comes. It's all going to come together. We're gonna see a lot of armor that Artemis can't just punch straight through without that last whisper item coming in. So right now, Celebrity being able to cut through tanks a little bit better than Artemis is going to win them out on a lot of team fights. The Siege coming in strong, breaking that out. But
they're just looking for towers. So that's why they're just backing away. Very smart for SBTC to be playing around their macros. I really like what I'm seeing from this team, honestly, because what they just want to do, take objectives, not take any risk. CES is on the back pedal because they have Baron buff on SBTC. So they need to be careful whenever they start fights. And they need to always get a look out on DNK and Dia 1 because they have been winning fights because of this Weaver's Wall and Grand Starfall. That's why they're afraid to move forward against SBTC.
And we saw how aggressive DNK was, and it kind of bit him a little bit last fight, but this time he has the GA built up, feels a lot more comfortable trying to buy that space, let Celebrity wreak havoc. And with these team fights just gonna keep going the way of SBTC. I mean, Cerberus definitely has things together. The Last Whisper now coming in for Artemis, actually gonna be able to try and cut through the likes of Emperor and Paulette, but it's everything's gonna take a while. We're just really waiting 20 seconds till Baron times out, 2 minutes till the next Dragon, and SBTC, they're feeling good. They're picking up so much gold off these players. They have the official gold lead for the first time the first time in the game, really. Now they've had enough, and it's a lot bigger than it looks because of those ornaments, but
It's hard.
not over.
Yeah, it's hard for them to actually just go in and try to take down anyone, because remember, they don't have as much DPS as what a celebrity with the Lord Dominic's regard makes it easy. So that's why they need to be more careful about starting any fights. And we said it a while ago. Early game, yeah, they would have enough damage, but the longer the game goes, Zeri, yes, with the Blade of the Ruin King is great, but without the Lord Dominic's, it would be hard to take down Emperor and Palette altogether. So that's why SBTC, with 6 towers down onto CES, they just want to take over the map and wait for CES to make any mistakes.
And I will say it's a bit annoying for Cerberus that a lot of their engage is stuff that can just be blocked. Emperor, more than happy to take a Shadow Surge and then wander off away from his team. More than happy to try and deny the Glacial Prison with his W. Able to just... And that kind of, outside of the Cyclone, is not enough AoE that can't, like, engage, that can't just be sort of disrupted, disengaged from easily by SBTC. And they have found Drakthar a couple times out of position. A good setting up early for this dragon. They want to get it down. Final ornament coming in for SBTC. Palette now going to be a little bit extra tanky with this upgraded locket.
We saw DNK.
Are they just gonna rush?
Oh no, they're rushing DNK. They don't have enough damage to do this. They used all their ultimates already. Shadow Surge wouldn't be able to hit, but they want to push onto the mid lane. They lost their key ultimates again before an objective comes out. And CES, oh no, this is not a good fight to start before they go in for this Infernal Drake. So they're gonna be losing the chance in taking this soul in their favor.
SPTC, fellas, what are you doing? You need to get back, just control this area. Like, Celebrity back to help clear the wave, and DNK could have easily rejoined with Starfall. I guess just doing a little sweep out of the jungle, making sure no one's lurking in a bush, namely Drakthar, to try and jump over the wall and make a seal. But picking up second Infernal Drake, gonna make their burst a little bit better when trying to pop Artemis.
Yep.
Gonna get them a little bit more damage towards this Baron, which is coming up in 30 seconds. And right now, SBTC in full control. Cerberus cannot quite get it to happen. And we said in draft, their composition is very good as sort of trying to back away. But they can't bring themselves into a position where they're getting to objectives first, and they get to force SBTC to try and push into them. Right now, it's SBTC calling the shots. Artemis has to stay really grouped up, or he's in danger.
Yeah, it's not really great that they have been losing this late game against SBTC. Now they're calling on to Baron. No vision onto the side of CES, so they're trying to make it faster, at least get some vision at that part of the map. The Weaver's Wall, it's there, but Palette would be able to flash away. Oh no, the timing's just right. Drakthar won't even be able to react. They want to get a kill. They flash in Solar Flame into the backline. They got the Seismic Shot too. Order of the Forge God is there. Are they gonna get all the ultimates in their face? Yes, they got one down. Dia 1 is now in trouble, and that's gonna be it. Backline, Celebrity is trying to get the kill onto Drakthar. They're trying to divide the fight. Artemis is in not a good position though. Celebrity was able to buy some time. Artemis is just dealing so much damage. Guardian Angel has been popped. DNK needs to help his ADC, but Artemis is just running around with the Lightning Crash buff. They have the TPs coming in. Here comes Emperor. He's gonna be slowing him down, but they are not gonna be able to take Artemis with this kill. So that's at least a 2 for 3. But Yado, oh no, Yado is just gonna fall from this Emperor. Look at the big man. He's gonna be chased down by the boogeyman, and this is gonna be it. Yeah, they got the kill, and that's 4 for 2, and they got the Baron with it, so they can just push wherever they want.
He gets hunted. He wants to push out Artemis, but they still have Baron. Correct. They have it on 3. Unfortunately, you lost it on DO1, who you really would have liked to sort of be a split pusher. But hey, plus side to Pantheon, he can sort of play split pusher if you need to in this situation. And it's a really messy fight. Ornn isn't able to actually get off that recharge of his ultimate, and that's why this part of the fight on the bottom goes so poorly. Like, Artemis is able to just run it down. Emperor ends up being able to escape, but in the end, you see Yado. It looked like the wrong animation, but I'm going to guess that Zonya's, and Celebrity wound up going into the GA. But all in all, Artemis is able to escape over the wall, and yeah, just could not catch onto that Zeri. But there was much more access onto the server.
Oh,
Keeps going.
reverse wall, but Dia 1 is now low, and Artemis is just gonna fall down. No more damage in the hands of CES. This might be the end of the game. SBTC is looking pretty great. Look at them following it up onto the backside. Celebrities just running around. Drakthar not gonna be able to get the kill. 5-man strong. They can still win this, but if ever they get onto Celebrity, no. This is gonna be the end for CES. They're losing all their ground. They're losing all the players. This is not gonna be good for them. DNK is just diving around. He's gonna get killed, but he has GA, so it doesn't really matter, does it? So that's gonna be it. A great fight for SBTC. They lost in the early, but at least they followed through in the end.
A hard-fought 40 minutes, but they managed to find enough fights in a row that they pick up the objectives, they pick up control, and they pick up the first game. And with that single game loss to SBTC, Cerberus are out of playoffs.
Yeah, they got fell. They fell just because of that one loss against